What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. You're probably wondering why both of us are up here, because usually it's one of us making the drink. But I can't do anything with my hand if y'all haven't seen that I had surgery on it. So Matthew's gonna be doing the mixing, but the drink is called the Painkiller. So what you do is you take you a glass, and I like to rim it around with honey because it helps the coconut stick. So once you get a little honey rimmed glass, put it around like that, and yummy. So now, to make the drink, you want 2 ounces of your dark aged rum. Yummy. Then you want to follow behind that with 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice.
Your wife will thank you later.
I think the alcohol offsets it. And then 1 ounce of orange juice. All right, that was orange juice, and then you follow behind it with 1 ounce of cream of coconut, or you can just eyeball it.
Yummy.
Then you shake it, and then I'll get the ice in the glass. Ooh, yummy. To the top. And then you take you a little bit of nutmeg and just dash on top. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Painkiller. All right, guys. Well, welcome back to the podcast. I don't remember which one does what. Okay, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a little while.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All my loyal fans.
Yeah. Shut up.
I was wondering why the buttons weren't working, and then I was like, oh, yeah. I had it muted.
You got no gas in it.
Yeah.
You turn it on.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll start the podcast by saying Matthew's now a proud Toyota owner.
Yes.
He, as a Toyota owner, he puts his key on the table everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
Just to let everyone know that he has
So
a
Toyota, if you want to sponsor us, you know what I mean?
Matthew would like a TRD Pro.
Yeah. Exactly.
For free.
Yeah. Well, a red one, and we'll put Beeyond Buzz stuff all over
okay.
it. Big ass bees and everything. Black wheels. Oh, fuck
That would be cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah. Put the B logos, like vinyl decals on the side.
Yeah.
That'd be bitching. But anyway, I hope everyone had a fantastic couple months or month or so, however it was since the last podcast. There's a lot that went on. We didn't get around to filming it because I went on a cruise, then I had surgery, and that was a whole thing.
But hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I know I had an amazing one. I learned how to smoke a turkey. Really good.
For Thanksgiving, that was when we had the chef table on the cruise.
Okay. I was going to ask you how the food was during Thanksgiving, if they had like turkey.
Yeah, they did for the buffet and like the dining room area, but we signed up for a chef's table before the cruise even started, and they picked the date for you.
Okay.
And it just kind of worked out that it was on Thanksgiving, and I was like, oh, that's cool, because I don't like Thanksgiving food anyway, unless it's like a fried turkey. That's the only type of turkey that I've had that I liked. I've never had a smoked one. So
You're in for a treat.
yeah, I can't wait to test drive. But the chef's table, they take you into like where they cook all the food, and so you.
I was wondering about that. I've never done it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. The food's mediocre. The best food, it was at the steakhouse on the show.
Okay.
Because I had a steak and a lobster tail, and it was the tits. Oh, shit. But when we were back there, the chef was very adamant about like the rules and everything. So we had to wash our hands, and we get to the line where they are cooking all the food, and he says, "All right, if any of these cooks make a fire, they're done. They're fired on the spot.
Like hibachi style?
Yeah, like you can't do the fire. Like if there's a fire on there, he says it's like burning the food. It's overcooking it. It's cooking it too fast and makes it bad. I'm
caramelizing,
like,
buddy.
Right. Yeah. But as soon as he said that, he's like, you make a fire, you pack your bags, you're gone. Homeboy behind him, fucking big ass Gordon Ramsay flying. I was like, well, looks like that motherfucker's kicked off the ship. And he started laughing and looked back and he's yelled something in his language. He's like, and then the guy said, oh, fuck, and then he moved it. I was like, see, you're full shit. Because I knew you were fucking fire.
That's what you pay extra for, man, you know? Oh, look at Pac-Man. Volcano with the onions.
Yeah, kick that dude off the fucking ship right now.
Yeah.
And then they had this other table set up where they give you like this like appetizer type deal, and then one of the desserts that you're gonna have is like this it's like a flambe type deal, and the guy teaches you how to make it, but he doesn't fucking speak English, so you don't know what the fuck he says. He's just like, put the egg and the cheese and the bone, you make. And then I'm like, okay. Jesus Christ. So since I'm not paying attention to this guy because I don't know what the fuck he's saying, I'm just looking around because I'm like, oh, this is fucking cool. And there's a guy who's in charge of making the pizzas. So it's not homemade for the least bit, but it's on one of those big pans that you would get like in middle school or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I watched this motherfucker with a gloved hand pick up the pizza and start eating it while he's making it. I'm like,
shit.
All right, don't fucking eat the pizza.
Yeah.
That's cute. Then we go, after we have the appetizer type deal, which was like a mushroom soup with this, it was like a spoon, and it had like a dollop of like a cream cheese, whatever the fuck, like an amuse-bouche is what they called it. It was so stupid. Then they take you into the dining room where you're actually going to have the meal. And all the people who have paid for this chef's table experience are sitting at this one table.
Okay.
So it's me, Odd, and James. And I've been drinking since we got on the boat 3 days ago. And no one's talking. Yeah. And it's just the chef talking at the table. And I'm just like looking over at Odd and James. And because I have all these funny things I want to say.
Yeah.
And it was about glass of wine number 3 where I said, fuck it, I'm just going to say what I want to say anyway. And there was a couple, like an Indian couple that didn't speak English. Then there was a couple that was on their honeymoon and they were like in their 40s or 50s. And then there was...
On their honeymoon?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Because they're like, oh, what are we celebrating? And
I thought you were going to say like anniversary. I'm like, oh, that's normal.
That's what we thought.
Okay.
But they looked like they fucking hated each other. They didn't smile at each other. They didn't talk to each other or whatever.
Getting married at 50, you hate everything. You're like, fuck it. I did this for a tax reason. All right. This bitch is a dependent now.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm 3 glasses of wine deep. I'm making my funny comments or whatever, and then no fucking shit, I can't make this up. A magician comes out of the fucking doorway. He's like, hello, I'm the magician. I'm like, that's fucking cool. Oh, yeah. And so he starts doing these magic tricks or whatever. I said, you know what, buddy? I got a magic trick too. I can make my wine disappear. He didn't find me funny.
I thought you were going to be like, are you going to pull the rabbit we're going to eat out of your hat? Because that would be fucking amazing. Snap its neck, throw it on the grill, hibachi style, make a flame.
But yeah, I was having the best time. And then I was just looking around very cautiously because I didn't want someone to get mad at me.
Oh, fuck him, dude. You're on a cruise. You should have been like, look, Mr. Chef. My friend ate 52 shrimp cocktails last time we was on a boat.
And then, oh my God.
And they served him on a day that shrimp wasn't even on the menu.
Yeah.
And he took his shirt off. That's the table I want to be at.
Yeah.
They were cheering him on.
And so since I had been drinking all day, my blood was thin. And that's very important to what I'm about to tell you. They give you these fancy napkins that are like for the chef's table. And so they don't have just like an abundance of them on the table. Well, I fucking cut my finger on something, and it started bleeding. I was like, all right, I'll just wrap my finger in the towel, and just hold it there. I look down, and my finger has saturated this napkin, and I'm like, fuck, I'll fold it again. It'll definitely be done bleeding. And long story short, I bled all over this napkin, and I didn't want to ask for another one because they're going to be like, well, where's your old one?
Yeah.
And so I said, where's the bathroom in here? And they said, well, actually, it's where like all the other bathrooms are on the fucking cruise ship. So I had to walk through the other dining room, like the main
holding your
dining room.
hand?
Yeah. And,
damn.
So I go in there and I just throw the napkin behind the toilet.
Yeah.
And I go back, I'm like, I lost my napkin. So there's a blood-saturated napkin behind the toilet on Carnival, whatever the fuck it was.
I thought you were going to be like almost passed out because I started bleeding out. And I'm anemic and everyone's getting so tall. Just poof, lay out.
No, I tapped Audrey on the shoulder. I was like, look. And she's like, oh my God.
What'd you do real loud?
I was like, just please don't say anything. I just want to let you know that that's an active thing that's happening.
You wouldn't happen to have a tampon in that magician hat, would you?
Yeah. How about you abracadabra me a Band-Aid?
Yeah. Can you fix this?
Yeah.
What the hell did you cut your finger on? A knife?
I don't know.
No?
I think it was something underneath the table.
Shit.
Yeah.
Lawsuit. Yeah. Hello. I would have been like, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's the Carnival Lance.
Yeah.
But the table was so quiet that it was so awkwardly quiet.
I hate that, man, because it could be in a cold room. And when it's a situation like that and a whole little setup, I get hot and I start sweating. Like, I don't even want to stand up because I'm like, it's probably going to be a puddle of sweat from my ass because I start, like, clenching my toes. I don't know why. It's just, like, an uncomfortable feeling. And I'm just like, fuck, it's getting hot in here, you know? And it's just, somebody has to break the ice, and it's tough when you got people over here, Raj, that don't even speak English, and fucking JoJo from Alabama that finally decides to settle down, tie the knot at 50.
I married my cousin at 50.
Yeah, I'm pissed. I bet.
Yeah, so that's why I was like,
I wonder if they were mad because they started the experience off before y'all, and it wasn't up to their part. Like, fuck, this is gonna suck.
Yeah,
like, you know, they're expecting something, and then it was like, you know, no flames, no fun.
Yeah, see, I thought that maybe because it was the chef's table and it was like a limited availability and you had to buy it before the cruise started, the whole fucking thing. I was like, all right, that maybe people are like, oh, I spent $40 a person and I'm going to get my money's worth. Like, it's not that serious, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fucking Carnival Cruise chef table.
They're going to have to take out a loan by the time I get done.
Yeah. Probably 10 of it. 10 out of the 40 went to the magician.
Yeah. Can I just pay you $100 and drive the boat for a minute?
Yeah.
Do a circle or something?
Oh, shit.
Just let me grab the wheel.
But, dude, oh, fuck. Someone died on the ship.
Oh, there you go. That's fun.
Yeah. And we didn't know that. So I think the Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, we were walking through the casino and we heard medical emergency room, whatever. I didn't fucking think anything of it. I was like, maybe someone fucking slipped or fell or slipped in the bathroom or
cut their finger at a table.
Yeah, fucking bleeding out at the chef table. But we didn't think anything of it. Well, when we were getting off the ship, James got off first because they were releasing it from the lowest part to the highest part of the ship, and he was
like the last day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he said, dude, someone fucking died because the coroner's office pulled up in their van and then fucking wheeled the body out, and there was people in front of James laughing about it, like, who the fuck dies on a plane? I'm like, you motherfucker.
Wow. Holy shit. You're burning. But yeah, dude, that's fucked. They're burning.
Yeah. And then I was wondering, do they get refunded?
Wow. Yeah, the family?
Yeah. Or do they get something for it? And I don't mean to be like an asshole or insensitive to it.
Well, I mean, technically you're on the boat. And what if Steven that passed away has a drink package?
That was what James was wondering. He was like, do they get refunded the drink package? And I was like,
of course,
I feel like they should.
I almost wonder how old they were.
Yeah.
And if they knew they were going out. Because, a guy I used to work with, his brother got cancer and wasn't doing all that great, but he's never been on a cruise. So that was like on his bucket list. The doctors told him, like, dude, you got like between today and maybe 2 months. You know, like if you have a bucket list, start emptying out that bucket. So they booked a cruise and they went on it. And I'm like, what the, like, they got the drink package and everything, but it's like, what if you die on that boat? But at least he's going to die happy. That's great. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like to me, if I pass away on the boat, just, you know, over the side, you're going to save $30,000 on a funeral. I'm going to be swimming with the fish. I'm going to love it.
Yeah.
You know, take another cruise that charters that same route. And you can just come visit me. Mark the longitude, latitude. Yeah. Toss me a drink over, you know, and
pour one out for Matthew overboard.
Yeah, exactly. Just pour one off the back of the boat and let it go. That's what I want to just toss me over, man.
Yeah. James told me that the protocol, if someone were to die on his ship, like being in the Navy, that they would move the food out of the refrigerator to one side or the freezer and then put you on the other side. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, because I wonder what they did with that body and where if it sat next to one of my chicken sandwiches I had.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's why they couldn't, you know, serve you all the food you wanted because it was kind of limited availability. No one can use the food in the freezer.
Yeah. James said that, like, if it's too much food in there, then they just cook as much as they can, and then everyone just eats like kings for a couple days or whatever. I was like, that's fucking crazy.
That's an interesting cut of leg of lamb. Never seen one that big. Why
does it taste like human?
It looks like a T-Rex leg with fingers. I didn't know lamb had toes.
God.
Thought they had hooves.
Hooves.
Yeah. Wooden spoon.
So what's new? What's new with you?
I want to say the Cowboys are doing great, but I know I'm going to jinx it. So tomorrow, whenever this comes out, they're going to play the Bills. So that gives you a timeline, and we're probably going to lose. But we beat the Eagles. No, Eagles. But that lady, she spelled it wrong. Eagselses.
And her boyfriend's like,
hell yeah,
yeah, baby, that sounds good.
Hell yeah. He went along with it. Everyone did.
But I'm surprised the Cowboys aren't favored. The Bills are favored, I think, by 2 or 2.5.
Dude, man, it's cold away game. The Bills just come off a win with KC. So, you know what I mean? Like that whole offside thing. And you know what? Today I noticed on the Cincinnati Bengal game, they called the offsides on the defense. And it really, everyone's starting to like focus in on that now. I think to lighten it up or to show like, hey, it's not just y'all. We're actually looking for this. Because now it's like a going above and beyond. Dude's finger was like over the line. They're like, flag, offsides. It's like, dude, okay. If you watch the Cowboys game against the Eagles, the right tackle false started every damn play because Micah Parsons was coming off that side. Every play false started, didn't call it, but like twice. And I was like, okay, are y'all going to – you can't pick and choose when you call this shit. You know what I mean? But I think they're trying to set an example with that because, well, Andy Reid and, crybaby Mahomes got fined for their actions after that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were actually getting fined because I heard that they were contemplating it.
Yeah, no, they got fined. And then it just came out today on the NFL app. And then
how much were they fined?
I don't know. I didn't get to read the article, but it just said that they did get fined. So I'll have to check that out later. But, oh, yeah. And for KC fans, like F y'all, and Mahomes fans, like I get it, but he's exposed. He's not that effing good. Okay. You take Tyreek and all these big time players, and then, Pacheco when he's out and they're not running the ball like they should, you limit his ass. And, dude, he sucks. He's mediocre at best. And then Josh Allen makes worse mistakes than damn. If Mahomes and Josh Allen play the same way Dak Prescott does, it's, oh, my God, these guys are good. They barely, you know what I mean? Like, oh, interception, that's okay, man. It's a receiver's fault. It's not their fault, receivers. Dak throws one interception in 6 games. He sucks. He's mediocre at best and this and that. And don't get me wrong, Dak's let us all down, and I'm not a huge fan, but, dude, you look at Mahomes, Josh Allen, okay, Mahomes has his Super Bowl rings, but look at the team he was on.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen, you've done nothing. You know what I mean? Like, absolute shit. And, dude, some of these games, he is garbage, and they're just like, it's not his fault, man. His guys just aren't playing up to their capabilities. If that's Dak, holy shit. If Dak isn't flawless, and even then they're like, oh, well, Cam Newton, oh, mother.
I fucking hate him.
He's just the game manager. Motherfucker, at least he's still managing a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you managing, Cam?
He's falling asleep and getting
you're managing the seat right in front of Lance and I eating a Caesar salad, getting finger fucked by a goddamn Lance over here doing this to your hair. Check my TikTok out.
I thought it was funny that he started like his own podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
I want someone to tag him in your TikTok of
Jesus,
diddling his dread.
Yeah, they have, and that's the thing. I've seen it where it's lit up blue, so I know he's been tagged. I may even do it myself, repost it. But oh my God, the funniest thing today, someone posted. Have you seen the new? Well, it's not new, but they're new commercials for McDonald's. They're bringing back the old chicken nugget little things.
For like the adult Happy Meals or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen the one that looks just like Cam Newton?
Oh my goodness, no. I saw one and it looked like who the fuck is it? It looked, the actor, I don't know what his name is, but the fat dude from Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
There's one that looks like that.
Chris Farley.
Yeah, Chris Farley.
Dude, this motherfucker here. Someone made a TikTok of it, and they're like, I didn't know Cam Newton had his own chicken nugget. Dude, it is spot effing on. Why are you not letting me do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? It's kind of blurry, but tell me this one right here does not look like something.
Dude, the one below it looks like Medea.
Yeah, it does. Oh, my God.
Those are incredible.
Yeah, that is.
Do they have them at McDonald's like right now?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm going to McDonald's.
Yeah, dude, they were like, I didn't know Cam Newton had a damn. Oh, you
should screenshot that and send it to me so I can put it up on the.
It looks just like him. God, what is his name? Here it is right here. Kerwin Frost. There you go, Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Kerwin Frost.
Cam Newton looks like Kerwin Frost.
Yeah, so don't sit there and say that Cam Newton is a game manager. He's not a standout player when he's still playing the game. What did you do? Oh, league MVP. Look at the team you're on, okay? You went to the Super Bowl and you're absolute trash. You did nothing ever since. You had one decent year. You had like 3 games where you went over 60% passing. So don't even start coming after damn Dak, Yeah. Like, you don't throw rocks at glass buildings, Cam. All right? Just going to say that right there, buddy.
See, I believed in the Bills for 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years straight. So this is the first year that I haven't done it, but for the past 3 football seasons, I would go to Biloxi and I would put $100 on the Bills to win the Super Bowl. At the start of the season, they had decent odds, but I would do it with a couple teams. So I'd pick like one year I did the Cowboys and the Chiefs and the Bills and the Packers because I thought that they were all going to do well. And it was right after Dak had that amazing fucking season. They shit the bed against, I think it was the 49ers or something. And then they ended up losing out. I was like, God damn it. So this is the first year that I haven't done the Bills, but they acted like they wanted it so bad. They played their tits off. Stephon Diggs sat there, and he wanted it bad. But then after that, I think he just kind of like gave up and was like, oh, fuck it, dude. My team is dog shit. We keep blowing it. Then they went and got Von Miller, and I'm like, dude, all right, y'all are gooch. Y'all have the offense and the defense that you need, but just some shit's not clicking. So then I gave up with it because I was like, dude, they want it. They want it bad, but they didn't want it bad enough.
Nah.
But, Audrey asked me the other day, she was like, what do you think of the Patrick Mahomes shit? And I said, well, I don't agree with how Patrick Mahomes acted. I understand what he said when he said, we've been doing that all night. And you never call it, and now you call it on this play, and this is like a crucial moment in the game. But to me, I'm like, don't let it get to that point. Play your tits off from the second the game starts to the second the double zeros start.
Exactly.
So,
don't play that. I'm trying to get that the Frost guy, but it's like the best shot is in a video, obviously. But well, apparently if you go to Kerwin Frost on Instagram, there's a guy that's actually dressed up like him. He looks like a fat Cam Newton.
All right, you're gonna have to screenshot that one. Then do me.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll post that in 3, 2, 1, right there.
There you go. Yeah. I also think that the refs should be held accountable for their bullshit. Like if they call,
they
or don't
are.
Call.
So there's a group of refs that are actually getting fined as well for their lack of calls in some of the games. So that's the thing too. They're starting to crack down on them because you're absolutely right. It's like, all right, dude. Oh, what was it? Oh, it's today during the Bengals game. Dude, number 5 was just getting held back like that. I mean, you could see his chest because his pads were getting pulled down as he's trying to go up and get the ball. And the ref didn't even he's just like, whatever, dude. Jeez. You know what I mean? But then all of a sudden you like touch him like this and it's pass interference and the coach was going absolute insane. And it's like, how can you not call that? You know, it's just, I don't know.
See, I think what they should do is if a ref is known for fucking up a lot, then they should suspend them for a week. So they have that entire week, and then the next week till that Sunday when they can play again to do training. Like, look, this is where you fucked up. This is where you have fucked up in the past. You're now being punished for that without pay. You have to do the training. Yep. Then I think just like the challenge flags, how each coach gets the 2 challenges per game or quarter or a half or whatever, then I think that they should have challenges for the penalties.
Yeah.
I think because there's been, like, especially for the game, I think all penalties should have at least 2 challenges for the coaches. Yeah. And then if it's big penalties like pass interference or roughing the passer, like 15 yards or spot of the foul things, that should be automatically reviewed. Yeah. Because then you can crack down and you can get the right shit. Because
the Rams never would have went to the Super Bowl then on that Saints game. Dude speared him out of bounds. And fucking it was like, he's good.
That's the shit. That's the shit right there. Because there's been so many things that it makes it feel like Vegas has their hand in fucking everything.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll keep going back to the Cowboys game when they played the Eagles. Dude, they got us on some holding calls, and their guys were like flopping like LeBron James. I mean, if it was just a little tug like this, they would just and then fall right in front of the ref. It's like, okay, they're doing it on purpose. Micah Parsons coming off the side, and it's like, dude, he's getting held every fucking play. And I think they called it like once or twice. And it's like, the dude's already false starting to keep up with him. He's holding him, and you killed it like once. You know? It's just he's not flopping in your face like a fish, and he doesn't get the call. But I think also, too, there should be age limits on the line and field judge. The overall white cap, he has the most knowledge. Put him back there by the quarterback. He just stays kind of in that area. He doesn't have to sprint downfield. But today, that dude that got held, man, the referee wasn't even nowhere near it. He just seen like the back side of it because he wasn't up there running. And it was just like, oh, I see what I see. And, I didn't see it. So whatever. It's like, dude, get some athletes out there. All right. Or like you said, if you're going to give us a bunch of geriatric fucks out here trying to keep up with a 20-year-old that can run 20 miles an hour with pads on, give me a review. Let me review that play. Now look, take a guess at it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But you only get so many. So pick and choose. Whether you win or not, you only get so many.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, because otherwise you just challenge every fucking play.
Yeah.
And you 90% chance you're going to win. But yeah, pick and choose when you want to use it. But yeah, like today I'd have been like,
yep, 100%. You have the 2 challenges for the penalties, but all the big ones, like spot of the foul, it takes no time for New York to say, yeah, that was spot of the foul.
Yeah.
And even if they have to hire 1 or 2 more people to fucking watch that per game,
but they're watching it already. Because I mean, immediately, whenever like something does go into a review, or they're like, oh, let's get with Mike up in New York and see what he thinks. Mike up in New York is watching the Dallas game just like we are, and he's like, oh, well, this is what I see, Steven. And so it's like they're already watching it. Immediately, you can make a good call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And with how fast everything is, and there's a trillion fucking cameras on the field, you're going to get it. Like, you are going to see what the fuck is happening.
Or put earpieces in every referee.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And you have one for the line guys that's supposed to be watching that. Immediately, you can be like, throw the flag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Buzz in, throw the flag. This is what we got. You know what I mean? And explain it later. Something. They got to do something better than what they're doing, because it's just.
My favorite thing is listening to the commentators of the game say, yeah, that should have been a penalty. I don't understand why that's a penalty. Mike? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should have been a fucking penalty, Bob. Up in New York, motherfucker, then call the fucking field guy and tell him that.
And that's exactly what they said during that Cincinnati game. The guy was just like, because Bryce was sitting there watching it with me. I was like, that's pass interference. And the guy was even saying, he's like, I know the guy on TV saying it too, Dad. I'm like,
yeah.
God, I hate it.
See, and that right there tells me that there's a hand in it somewhere for the money thing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why, like, sports betting to me is fun, but at the same time, I have to also be conservative, because I don't know which side of the sword I'm going to have to fucking fall on for that, because it's like, all right, well, are they going to pick the Cowboys to win, or are they going to pick the Bills to win?
So I got a conspiracy theory about the Cowboys, and I'm liking and loving a team that's never going to win the Super Bowl, because Jerry Jones has sold his soul to the devil for money. And just whenever I get done, it'll make sense. So he did an interview a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about how when he was able to purchase the Cowboys, he was basically bankrupt. He had no money. And he actually went to buy a car with the company credit card, and they declined it. They actually cut it up in front of him, like, no, you are in debt. Like, that's it. He said then he had to make a choice. Who knows what this fucking choice was, to make decisions in life to where he would never have to worry about money again, and he would never be told no again. So I'm like, okay. And that was whenever he was on TV with Jimmy Johnson, when he was inducting him into the Ring of Fame or whatever for the Cowboys. And so they were going back and forth, and he's like, yeah, remember when I hired you? I was like, hey, man, we ain't got much money now, but I promise you, we're going to we're gonna make it, this, and this whole thing. So they put together the dream team. I don't think he sold his soul then. I think after they went back-to-back and then skipped a year, then won a Super Bowl in the mid-70s, or 70s, 97, 96, 97 years. So then it was, after that, all of a sudden it's like, dude, we have the team, we have the coaches, you just effed it up. What's going on? The next thing you know, it's like he's the most profitable owner. We have all this money, all these ratings, and everyone loves a villain, right? And the Cowboys, you either love them or hate them. If you don't love them, then they're a villain. They fucking hate you.
Yeah.
So, but everyone still watches your game, because just like Alabama, they want to watch you lose just so they can say, ha. And so, yeah, that's the whole thing. So when you start listening to him talk about money situations and everything that he had to do to prevent himself and his family from ever having to go without, so they will always have money, it's like, okay, what'd you do? Like, just sold your soul to the NFL saying, hey, we'll be the villain, the bad guy, and you know what I mean? Just make us all kinds of money. And we'll never win that. But what comes with that, you'll give us all of this attention. You know what I mean? And like, here it is. Here's all your fame and money, but we'll never be the team that win a Super Bowl again. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Like, because if we win a Super Bowl, then it just like really just shuts everyone up.
Yeah.
So now it gives something for everyone to talk about. If we win, we're the first and biggest thing the next morning on ESPN.
Yep.
If we lose, we're the next biggest and most important thing on ESPN. Mm-hmm. Everyone's either bragging or everyone's even making fun of us. So
I saw where Stephen A. like he would always hate on the Cowboys.
Oh, he hates us.
Yeah, and then recently, like within the past like month or two, he's been putting them in the top 5 teams in the NFL. I was like, interesting, and not just like 5, like 2 or 3. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it's.
I was like, I wonder what changed because I don't watch them all the time.
Yeah,
but it's usually on ESPN or whatever when I'm just scrolling through Instagram.
I mean, he hates us. There's a few of them that really, really freaking hate us. But yeah, I mean, it's win or lose. We're the biggest topic and most watched. Mm-hmm. And it's like, all right, am I just loving a team that's never going to win the Super Bowl? Like, are we never just going to go again because he decided just to sell off and like, you know what? We want to know Super Bowls in my life. When I'm dead, then maybe, whatever. But right now, it's all about money because that's all it is. Dude. It's all about money.
Yeah, see, I want the Cowboys to go back to the Super Bowl, but I don't want – I would prefer them go to the Super Bowl next year because it's closer because it's going to be in New Orleans next year.
Yeah.
It's closer for Momo to get there.
Yeah.
Because like if the Cowboys go, Logan's going to be like, all right, Momo, you're going.
It's in Vegas this year, right?
Yep.
No, Momo will go.
Yeah, I feel like she would, but I also feel like she would say that's too far of a drive.
Yeah, but I mean, if you rent, a motorhome or something,
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Yeah, I'm sure Logan's bus would get it there.
Yeah, another bus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. I mean, you get her a little old ass. It would be a week trip.
Yeah.
A whole week long. We'll just take our time.
It takes 2 days to get there.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll drive from here to New Orleans, see Aunt Kim. Mm-hmm. Then we'll drive from here to the other side of Louisiana. Just take trips. Take us about 4 days.
Go to Texas, go to Arizona, see the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, it'll take us multiple days to get there, but it's fine. Just relax, Take a nap.
I'll see y'all. I'll be there in like 6 hours. I'll just fucking fly. I'm not fucking.
I would be nervous to go just, because not my luck. It'd be the one game I go to and we fucking lose. And if you're going, I damn sure not going because we never win the team we like. Every time it's like, damn it.
See, and that's why I like betting on the Cowboy games.
Yeah.
Because what I always do is I bet for the other team. And I put an amount that I'm okay seeing the Cowboys win for.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, the Bills. I'm going to put money on the Bills. And I'm going to say, I want the Cowboys to win, but I would pay $100
Yeah.
to see that
I get
happen.
it. Yeah.
And then if the Cowboys lose, at least I won money, so it helps ease the burden a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Hurts that ass kicking. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Jeez, I really, man, if we finish the second seed and God, San Fran, though, man, it's still that division, that whole side is just like, goodness.
I hate San Francisco, dude. I don't want to fucking see them.
The Eagles, and this goes all the way back in the 90s, man, and then the Redskins, well, I can't say Redskins, Commanders, they don't even care about it. They're just like, oh my God, I'm a bitch because I can bitch,
Like, it's not your fight to fight. Like,
yeah.
Anyway,
exactly.
I'm not going to get into that, but.
They don't say nothing about all these other teams, with heritage type people as the mascot. Like the what was this? Chicago, the Blackhawks, Chicago for hockey. Because the Cleveland Indians were like, oh yeah, we gotta change our name, but they still have a fucking hockey team up there.
Yeah,
They go by that.
I'm not familiar with any of that.
Only reason why I know is because Clark Griswold wears the jersey in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
You're not living. It's the best Christmas movie ever.
Yeah, I think I've been showing Odd all my childhood movies that have made me who I am. So the other day she watched Johnson's Family Vacation.
Oh yeah. Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
about. And have you seen 8 Crazy Nights with Adam Sandler?
Yep.
She watched that for the first time too.
What you got? The little guy, the whole Whitey or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah, that's a good one too.
I didn't know. So when I was younger, I had this like stupid thought that every character in a movie is played by a different person. it doesn't make sense. But when I rewatched 8 Crazy Nights, I was like, that's fucking Adam Sandler as Whitey.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And it's also him as
to start
Whitey's
hearing
sister.
it. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, now I get it. It's all funny now. So I didn't know that, but
I think Eddie Murphy kind of revealed that with The Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
But even before then, so if you go back to Coming to America, it's like a late 80s movie or whatever with him and Arsenio Hall. They play like 90% of the people that are in that movie. Even the white guys, funny as hell. They do, They're both of them are 2 different white guys at a barbershop.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, that's one of the things you look back and like, holy shit. Yeah. Like you're saying, I didn't realize you played that many people. Yeah. But at the end of the movie, they go through the credits and then they start showing you because you would never believe it that it's them. Yeah. It's good makeup work.
I think it's so cool that actors do that. And then they have to act like they're talking to themselves when they don't hear or see themselves. Yeah. And that to me, I think is so cool to do that. I mean, we do that kind of with whenever we're playing like 2 characters and we're like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Well, Eddie Murphy in Norbit too was a good one when he played the band.
I ain't no 300 pounds. I was 165.
How you doing? Yeah, I was about to say, oh my god, dude, that's
shit. I think. Oh fuck! I think Nick Tendo, the guy who does our animations, I think that's his favorite movie is Norbit.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I like it.
I don't like you, Rasputin.
Yeah, Rasputin.
And then he's also Mr. Wong. Ha, Norbit, why are you running like a real bitch? I love it. It's so good.
What the hell's Bo doing over there? Like he's never been in here.
Yeah.
If we lose audio, it's because Bo over there is.
Bo's going to eat the cord. He's like, oh, yummy cord.
How's our audio doing?
It's good. I was just making sure because, fuck.
We've been having technical difficulties.
Yeah. I'm going to end up getting a new computer. I forgot what these do. Hold on. Let me see which one this one does.
I need that sound every time I go to the bathroom.
Balloon tits. That's okay. At least someone laughs at my joke.
Can you record your voice over that one like you just did, like whenever you did the balloon tits?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I can do that.
That'd be cool.
Balloon tits. Yeah, it can't be recording though, so I have to like go into the setting, hit it, and then record.
Do it afterward. Okay. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Balloon tits.
Have it pre-recorded.
So what else you got? Anything new, interesting, interessante?
No, don't think so after that.
Yeah.
Other than getting a new truck, because GMC absolutely sucks all the ass, by the way. I can just, I'll never buy another one again. That and Ram. Not your Ram, because yours Ram is hand-built, but yeah, other than that, the factory shit is fucking garbage, dude.
Yeah. Did you see where they're going to be putting a new motor in the T-Rexes? It's... Oh, I forgot what the name of it is, but it's if you get like the Gen 5 model, it'll have 1,000 horsepower.
Shit.
Yeah. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, that's insane.
There's this dude on TikTok. Oh, fuck. And the so what I like about your truck on the back, the tail lights look just like the new T-Rex tail lights that they're going to be adding on the new one. So I think it's the 2025 model that they're going to be putting this 1,000 horsepower engine in it. That's and their tail lights look so sick.
Fuck. There's an old man that has your truck, but he took he replaced the wheels and went with like a fatter tire. It fucking looks good, dude. The offset on it looks really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah. They have a new white T-Rex in Milton because I just got my oil changed the other day, and I was gonna call you to do it, but then I felt bad and I was like, fuck, I don't want.
Dude, it took us like 30 minutes last time, and I already know what to do now. So.
Yeah, I just anyway. I also wanted to go there because they have that T-Rex, and the way they took the pictures, whenever you see it online, it looks like that gray color that I like, like Nardo gray or whatever. Yeah. And so I wanted to see it, so I was like, oh, I guess I'll just go out there and look. But it was fucking white, and I was like, yay. And then
took it on a cloudy day.
Yeah, exactly. like right at dusk and stuff.
I want to see that new Raptor R up there at the Ford dealership. That bitch is.
But $122,000 for that truck is ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a guy out in Fort Walton Beach. He was trying to sell his for like 150 something, and it had 6,000 miles on it already. It's like, dude, your truck's not that nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Plus, I don't trust people with their vehicles. Like, if I was buying a used car that I had previously owned,
right?
Because I know what I'm doing with it. I know how I drive it. I know.
Well, especially that type of truck or car or whatever. It's like supercharged, high horsepower, whatever. Yeah, you probably just dogged the piss out of it for 6,000 miles.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I don't trust that now.
Yeah, that or you knew you were trading it in, so then you drove it like an asshole.
Yeah,
for the last
exactly.
couple, yeah,
that last 1,000 miles is rough. Yeah.
It's like I would never buy a used car or like a used rental car.
Oh, yeah.
Because
no.
fuck that.
Yeah.
People are assholes with cars and stuff, especially if they're not theirs.
Absolutely.
That was also a reason why I kind of backed away from Turoing the Jeep. I mean, I still had the LLC and everything for it, but
people are going to
fucking
dog it.
Yeah, and that's the lawyer that we did for the podcast. He even said that. He's like, dude, my wife tried doing that, and people just don't take care of your shit like you want them
absolutely
to.
not.
I was like, yeah, that's how it's
especially a Jeep on the beach. Like, dude, it's going to have 10,000 pounds of sand in it. It's going to be ruined. It's going to smell like coconut and suntan lotion and just be ugh.
And people are going to eat in it and spill shit everywhere.
Like, who gives a piss?
And there's cloth seats too. So
I would have $1,000 deductible they would have to pay just to have it. Like, hey, if I have to have it clean, dude, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to be able to have it looking brand new.
I think the cleaning fee that they automatically put on there is $600. So if you fuck it up, then it's automatically deducted. That's like the liability protection that they take out on the card or whatever.
It wouldn't be too bad then.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're never going to use it again, like you just bought the car and just, just for that reason, like a rental home, you're never going to live in it.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's like, piss on it. Just
If
whatever.
you wreck it, then I'm going to sue the piss out of you and lost wages because of the time it didn't get rented.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's exactly what the rental companies do, too.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, well, if you just buy our insurance for $25 a day.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Because my insurance is already covering it.
Yeah.
Like,
And then most credit card companies now, if you just charge it to the credit card, you're good.
that's what I did on mine whenever fucking old bastard ran a red light and did all that to my truck. But yeah, no, Enterprise, they gave me a Jeep Grand Cherokee, is brand new. I actually drove it like it was mine.
Nice.
It was so brand new. I was like, man, this is fucking, it was actually nice. I was like, damn, this is a pretty good truck. But yeah, no, I knew the next person because I had the miles per gallon up to like 19.2 on average. Like, hell yeah, they're going to be like, damn, this dude, like, he babied it. But yeah, it was super nice.
The next guy is going to start jumping curbs and stuff.
Yeah, that was the last time that truck ever seen, a nice driver.
Yeah.
It's going to get effed up.
One thing I don't understand about like the rental car shit is whenever they say, oh, well, if there's a scratch bigger than $1 bill or a dent bigger than $1 bill or whatever, then we're going to charge you for it.
Right.
When they've given me fucking rental cars that look like it was in a car accident, were they just pocketing that money and not fixing it?
Yeah, so this one, it had one scuff on it. And I was like, what about that? Oh, no. It has to be past the clear coat. I was like, oh, okay. Because I was like, oh, yeah, if it's just a mark, whatever, this big. And I'm like, well, that obviously looks like someone's purse or whatever. And they're like, no. It has to be like through the clear coat, like down into the paint. Like, oh, okay. That, narrows it down. But like you said, there's some where it's like, hey, older ones I've gotten, that's definitely a scratch.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, it looks like it might be just shorter than $1 bill. So we won't, you're not counting it right now. But when I go to trade it in, you'll be like, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
What is this? When you took it, it was less than $1. Now it's more. So that's on, no, absolutely not. Let's mark it down, Susan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Put it on your fucking list.
Exactly.
We're doing a walk around for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not getting charged for your 97 model F-150 you're coming off of.
Nice.
Oh, and that was another thing. Don't smoke in it. Don't smoke in the cars. Don't smoke in the cars. All right. I get this son of a bitch, and it smells like a fucking ashtray.
That's how they always are.
So immediately I go, and I personally, out of my pocket, buy the McGuire's car bombs, 2 of them, just so I can drive this truck for the next 2 days because I couldn't stand it. It smelled so bad, like a wet ashtray.
It'll give you a headache, too.
Yeah, dude, it was so bad, man. It was really, really bad. And I was like, hey, I'm not the one, when I took it back, I was like, hey, it still smells like smoke. I'm not the one that smoked in it. And they're like, oh, no, we understand. We trust you and everything. I was like, yeah, because that shit smells like an ashtray. And you're talking about no smoking. This is a smoke-free truck. Bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody obviously can't read or just doesn't care. And
I also think that they should find the people. I don't know if they do or not. Whatever.
I've never been on that receiving end.
Yeah. I've never worked for them, but I think that they should find the people that if they smoke, even outside and they smell like it, and then it gets on the clothes, and then it gets on the cloth fucking seats, the headliner or whatever. It's like, well, I didn't smoke in the car. I smoked outside of it. Then got in. Well, it's the same thing, buddy.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, the worst thing I think I've done in a rental car was obviously many episodes ago when we were talking about doing, I had $115 in toll tickets when we were doing laps in Dallas because I didn't know how to get out of the fucking inside lane. I was just going like, taking a left, go straight, just take another left.
Charge it.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I was getting ticketed. Yeah. And it was obviously toll bridge or toll passes or toll, exits, and I'm just thinking it's fun. It was a great time. Next thing you know, it's like, I'm looking, I get an invoice in the mail. It's like $115 worth of tickets. Like, holy shit. Well, I guess you got to pay to play.
Yeah, you do.
God. But it was a good time. But yeah, I think that's the worst I've ever done in a car, in a rental car. I haven't had too many, and that's the thing too. So luckily on that.
Yeah, I haven't really had to have rental cars. There was only one time I had to have one, and it was when I was at Mike Ryan's, and then they backed into my Escalade with the someone's truck or whatever. It was one of those, the road people who do like the road work and shit, but they have the metal bumpers and shit on the back. Yeah. It was one of those.
Dude, I'd be fucking sick to my stomach. Drop your truck off, thinking, all right, it's gonna be taken care of.
Oh yeah, it was getting cleaned.
Yeah, gonna get an extra buffing.
Yeah. And it had literally just got ceramic coated, and that was the first. That was the first clean it was getting after being ceramic coated.
I would not want to make that phone call.
Yeah,
my truck's ready. Yeah, not really.
Yeah,
not really.
So the way Preston called me, he's like, "Hey man," because when I dropped it off that morning, he wasn't there, so I just left the keys with the lady at the desk, and he said, "Hey man." I was like, hey, my truck ready? He's like, not quite. What happened was I was outside looking at your ceramic coating. It looks nice, man. It's real clean, real slick. I was like, all right, what? You don't call me and say that to me.
Yeah,
like, that's not something he did. And he's like, unfortunately, he said the name of the guy that was doing it. Yeah. He was backing it out, and he backed into your Escalade. God. I said, you're fucking with me. He's like, I wish I was. I was like, you do this all the time. You call me and you fuck with me, because he would call me about my trucks in the past, and he's like, hey man, we took it for a spin, we accidentally wrecked it. I'm like, you fucking with me? He's like, yeah, I'm fucking with you, it's ready. Oh, God. And this time I was like, dude, I know you're fucking with me. And he's like, I'm really not, so I need you to get here as soon as you can to like assess and see what you want to do about it and whatnot. And I was like, obviously y'all are fucking fixing it.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I get there and I'm fucking pissed because the entire front fucking bumper is fucked, the headlights fucked, everything is fucked. And so
ouch.
And that was also when I found out, because I was like, now it's going to depreciate my car.
Yeah.
And I talked to the insurance adjuster, and I was like, I also want to check for diminished value.
Yeah.
And he's like, we don't do that. I said, bullshit.
Yeah, whatever.
So I went on the Florida laws, whatever, and I print and I mailed it to him. I said, you'll see on page 2 where it says that I'm owed diminished value.
Yeah.
For up to 20% more than the value it's going to cost me to lose. So like whatever it's worth, you write me the check for that, and then you can give me up to 20% more.
Oh, wow.
So
nice.
I got it.
I got a call, it was years ago. I was at work and in the parking lot at the company I work for. And same thing, Sean, he calls me, my boss at the time, and he's just like, hey man, I need you to come back to the office. I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm, in between jobs or whatever at the gas station. Why, what's up? I need you to come back to the office. It's like, oh great, I'm getting fired. He's like, no, it's worse than that. I was like, worse than that? Like, what was worse than getting fired? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell's worse than that?
Fucking kill me?
Yeah, I was like, okay, am I getting arrested? Like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, no, man, somebody hit your truck.
Fuck.
Yeah, and I was like, someone hit my truck? How the fuck did they hit my truck? We're off the main road. We're in a parking lot. I was like, how the hell did somebody hit my truck? Well, the guy was a brand new driver, never been to our office, and he's an 18-wheeler driver, and he starts backing up. And at our office, had like this long driveway, and there was a huge parking lot. The loading dock was over here. He's just backing up, trying to hit like I don't know where, trying to hit my truck apparently.
Yeah.
And he's like on the side of the building though, there's like this little bitty cut road that would go around like that. So my truck's here, and I guess he's trying to like back it down this cut road, I guess to come all the way back around. I don't know what the hell he was doing. But anyway, he backs his 18-wheeler straight into the back of my fucking truck and just crushes the tailgate.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
what truck was this?
Yeah, it was that lifted Z71 I had. It was like a teal blue looking color, like an aqua blue. I don't know. You might not have ever seen it. I was going through trucks like a mother back then. But anyway, I was like, oh, great. So I get there, man, and dude, there was a young guy driving this truck, and I'm just like, what the F are you doing, you know? I was just trying to back my trailer up, and I was like, trying to back your trailer up. The loading dock is all the way over there, another 200 feet down. You know what I mean? I was like, there's no loading dock on this side of the building. Why is your truck even on this side of the building? Well, I didn't know. It was my first time, and, you know, I'm just backing up. I didn't see your truck. I was like, didn't see it. Dude, just lifted on 35s. I was like, it's the biggest truck in the parking lot. So I go look, and it just, I mean, the corner of the 18-wheeler trailer just crushed into my tailgate. So, and, I mean, I like the truck, but I wasn't, like, in love with it. You know what I mean?
Looks like I'm getting a new truck.
Yeah, well, so before I did that, I was like, all right, I'm going to go the cheap route. So, like, all right. So I called my insurance company. They're like, oh, you don't need to claim it with us. Just call them and they'll give you a check. So, all right, cool. So I called to that company and they're like, yeah, we're aware of it, and this, and this. We're going to need pictures of it. Send us some quotes. And it was like $2,800 worth of damage or whatever just for that tailgate. I was like, all right, cool. So they sent me the check. So I
Did you keep the check?
Most of it.
Okay, I'm awesome.
Yeah. So I wanted my truck fixed, but I went on eBay.
Okay.
Yeah. See where I'm going?
Did you get a different color too?
No. Dude, this is where I was actually shocked. I was like, I'm going to take a gamble. $500
Oh, shit.
for the tailgate
You just did it yourself?
painted.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. For a tailgate painted, you bought it. It was already primered and everything. You had to give him the code in the dash where the color of the truck is. You give him the year and that color code, and he already kind of like tinted it down to where it was like, what didn't look like brand new, you know? The only thing you didn't get was the badges. And I was like, fuck it, I don't want the badges anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, $500, it's worth a gamble. I'm going to pocket $2,300.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? F it. And if it comes in, it's all beat up, the piss, or scratched or whatever, at least I got a tailgate. I can just go get it painted, whatever. Let's just take a gamble. Click. Dude, I'm not shitting you. Within 5 days, a fucker arrives in the box, huge box, and he painted it and everything, put like baby powder on it, wrapped it in plastic, put it in a damn cardboard box, all this foam and everything. So I'm taking it apart. So I take it all and like wipe all the powder off of it, like looking where's the scratches, and none. It looks flawless. I'm so happy. I go outside, I set it down, and I mean, you just take the damn, clips off and the bolts out, put it back on. Clicked in, perfect, lined up perfect. The paint was flawless.
That was awesome.
And I was like, I would have never, and everyone's like, man, that was really good. Who did your paint work? I was like, I don't know. Somebody on eBay.
eBay.
Yeah, I bought it off eBay, and it came painted and everything. And I was just like, all right, it's going to start flaking off or something's going to mess up. And dude, it looked like factory paint. I was impressed. Yeah, I was like, wow, that was a gamble.
So the 18-wheeler didn't damage any more of the truck other than just
no. So what it was, I mean, because my truck was so high and so was the back of that 18-wheeler. On like the back of it where the roll-up door is, they got like these like black iron pieces that come out like that.
Yeah.
And then it go down to like a bumper. It was that part of, so it just went right into my tailgate, just creased the center of my tailgate. So it was above my bumper, but below like the handle, but right in the middle, just bam, hit it right in the center. So yeah, I mean that was it. They give me a check and I pocketed the rest and it's like, cool, hit it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Keep hitting this son of a bitch.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to make a living.
That's sick that you were able to pocket the
dude. Yeah, it was a gamble, but man, I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's just take a chance and whatever, and see what happens. And dude, it came in, and I was out there with the flashlight, kind of looking like trying to find scratches or paint flaws, and dude, it looked good.
Nice.
It's like, hell yeah, best $500 ever spent.
So what's been your favorite truck or car or whatever that you've ever owned?
Oh God, there's a lot. I think this is my like 23rd or 24th truck.
Damn.
Yeah, I've had a lot. I mean, this is up there, man. It's tough, but that 2016 when I deleted that diesel, that was probably my favorite truck. I should have kept it, but I shredded a cat, and it stunk so bad, dude. It was fucking bad. I mean, it didn't even look that bad underneath the hood, and when I pulled it out, it wasn't that bad, but I guess there was enough. And I know the smell would have went away, but I came outside like a couple days later, and dude, I just hear like bzzz. I'm like, the hell is that? So I had to take the trash out, and I walked around front, and dude, the whole front of that truck was covered in blowflies. And I was just like, no.
Yeah.
So that was on a Saturday, and I traded it in Monday. Yeah, I drove to Milton on Monday and traded it in.
Damn.
The Monday before Thanksgiving that year. But I mean, dude, that truck was so nice. The 2020 diesel I had was great. It looked amazing, but it just, had all the issues with it. But I don't know, man. I've owned a lot and a motorcycle. So it's been a lot. But no, this one's probably going to be up there, I think, is one of the favorites. And then obviously your first vehicle is always like up there because it's your first one. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, other than that, that's probably it because I don't hold on to, I mean, I like the trucks. I love them, but I don't like hold that sentimental value because I've had so many now. It's just like,
To me, my favorite two cars that I've ever had are Audrey's Audi and my truck.
Really?
And that's why I've had them for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Because it's like
I would have thought you would have said like your Raptor.
Oh no, I love my Raptor, and I was scared the day I traded it in on the T-Rex. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna hate the T-Rex. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna hate it. And I was looking for reasons to hate it. Yeah, because I was like, because before my T-Rex, the Raptor I had for the longest out of all the cars that I've ever had. Because I'd seem to trade them in like every year and a half or so.
My GMC was right at 2 years. I made it 2 years with it. So
yeah, in June. I had my truck 2 years. So
it's been 2 years already?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a 21. Wow. I got it June of 21.
Dang. God, man, it feels like you just got that truck.
I mean, it only has like 18,000 miles on it because I never drive it. Audrey's car has like 30-something thousand miles on it.
I was scared to death when I bought that one because I hadn't even seen it until I bought it, and I didn't even drive it. The first time I drove it was after I bought it. It was on the way home. But I was like, man, I know I like the pictures, and he sent me a video of it, and I was like, man, it looks good in there. But so I was inside. They had a TRD Pro, and I'm like taking pictures of the tires. Like, all right, this is going to be the tires that I put on my truck, and this and that. He's like, yeah, man, you want to go outside and swap everything over? I was like, yeah, that's cool. So I go out there, and I'm like looking around, and he's like, oh, it's right here. I was like, that's my truck? I'm like, dude, I'm impressed. Like, you know what I mean? And so I was like, shit, it already has the tires that I wanted, from the truck inside. So I'm looking around. I'm like, wow, all right. I'm actually impressed right now. I thought it was just going to be, whatever. So I was getting nervous, like, dang, man, I'm not going to like it or whatever. And I could have, test drove it and just drug out the process, but I had already made up my mind. I'm trading in this piece of junk. I'm getting a brand new one. It's over. Like, I already had the check in hand. I went to Navy Federal, so I had, a check in hand ready to just hand it to him. But I was like, I'm not backing down now. But yeah, I don't know, man. That's probably gonna be my favorite because it just drives. You can almost know when one's gonna be your favorite after you start driving. It's like, all right, this is gonna be it. But
yeah. See, with my T-Rex, I was looking for things to hate about it. Yeah. And the only thing, like, if I had to complain, there's only two complaints I have. One, there should not be Alcantara on a truck. Right. I think the Alcantara it gets matted down very easily, and it also gets dirty easily. Yeah. And that truck is meant to go like Baja racing, and you don't want Alcantara with that. I think that's dumb. Yeah. So that's my one complaint with that. My other complaint is it doesn't turn as sharp as a Raptor does. Yeah. And that I get into a lot of issues where I'm like having to fucking hard left, reverse, hard right, and then it's a minor inconvenience. Like, oh, boo. But if I had to complain, but other than that, it has heads-up display and heated and cooled seats, and that's what I wanted. Yeah, like the heads-up display is the tits. Like, that's my favorite part.
I thought he was gonna say like if somehow they could have just gave it a little bit more MPGs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too. I don't like that it needs.
Sir, yeah, you do realize this is a 750 horsepower truck, and you're worried about miles per gallon. Like, you need to be worried about smiles per gallon.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So that's I guess the miles per gallon is a little bit aids, but. Because it costs like $100 and something to fill it up, and it only gets like 10 or 11 miles to a gallon.
It's downhill with the wind. Look, that one is like certain trips. It gives me like a trip summary. So if I drive from like here to my house, it'll tell me at the end when I turn it off, your trip summary was 10.2 miles at this many miles per gallon or whatever. But it also keeps it overall. So it can get up in the 20s, but like overall average, because I'll like crank it up, let it warm up or whatever in the mornings and stuff. So that kills it. But it's just under like 18 or right at 18. So I can't complain. But the twin turbo deal is kind of cool. Every now and then, like I haven't really gotten on it, but like I've gotten on it enough to where I could hear him like, I was like, all right, that's pretty cool.
You put 93 octane in that?
Yeah.
Do you put 93 in all of them, or all your trucks?
Yeah. It's just preventative. You know what I mean? Like I ain't trying to replace shit. Yeah. Of course, I don't keep it long enough, so it's kind of like,
yeah. See, the only thing I put regular in is the Jeep. I just put regular 87 or whatever the fuck it is, 83 or 80. I don't know.
80 something.
Yeah.
87, then 89, 93. Yeah. So, yeah, I put it in there. It just burns better, but I mean, it is what it is. If you don't care about it or not going to keep it very long, then fuck it, you know? Because there's trucks out there going 100-something thousand miles with regular gas, every day. So,
see, I didn't know this, but the entire time I had my Escalade for like a year and a half, I only put regular.
Jesus Christ. Yep, that's a fun fact.
You were actually the one that told me. You're like, that's a V8.
Yeah. Well, that one, the way it's built, it says premium fuel only. Literally. On the cap.
It ran fine for the year and a half I had it.
Yeah.
Until fucking Mike Ryans hit it with a utility truck.
Yeah.
Gone. But anyway, I think that...
it's a good one.
That should do it.
Back in the saddle.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, if you enjoy the podcast, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the podcast, and tell everyone about it. Put comments in the comment section if you want to hear us talk about things, if you have questions for us or whatever.
And drink ideas, too.
Yeah. Drink ideas would be...
Oh, we need to go through that book. Remember that? With the book in the picture? Yeah.
It's over there. It's sitting next to the...
Book in the painting.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one, and behave, baby. Oh, no. Yeah, I'll get there.